What's up, guys? Penny. There's no such thing as a coincidence in life, but there is such a thing as left-wing terrorism. And boy, we're learning so much about these mysterious California fires that just happened one after another, after another, after another. As soon as President Trump was elected president, boy, man, all of California was lit in the bad way, ablaze. And, millions of people were displaced and lost their homes, billions of dollars in damages. It was a true crisis. That was really handicapping to President Trump as he was assuming office here. This clip is from January 8th. Totally dystopian. Gavin Newsom standing in front of a home that's on fire, giving an interview, saying it's climate change that's burning this home down.
Homeless. I remember Paradise happened in November. So there's no fire season in California. It's year round. But to have this level, the acuity of fires is without precedent. These winds are without precedent. And the challenge is these winds are going to continue on and off, a little bit less intense. Last night, you got 80, 90 mile an hour winds. These guys were just up there to try to mitigate the embers going 2 miles and getting just to go a quarter of a mile to try to save some.
What is the situation with the water? Obviously, in Palisades ran out last night in the hydrants. I was talking to the firefighter in this block. They left because there was no water in the hydrant here.
The local folks are trying to figure that out. Just when you have a system that's not dissimilar to what we've seen in other extraordinarily large-scale fires, whether it be pipe, electricity, or whether it just be the complete overwhelm of the system. Those hydrants are typical for 2 or 3 fires, maybe.
So he's like, it's the wind. That's what set the fire. The wind. Donald Trump called BS on that when he visited. Trump saying, you know what, it looks like something else happened here. You're going to be shocked to learn who was right, Gavin Newsom or Donald Trump.
Like, I don't know if we've ever seen anything like it, frankly. They say the biggest in the history of California. I think, has anything bigger than that happened in the whole country ever? It looks like, I don't want to say what it looks like, but you know what I'm going to say. It looks like something hit it. And we won't talk about what hit it, but it is a bad, bad situation.
So what we've learned time and time again is that these fires aren't natural, that they're started by eco-terrorists who they're left-wing terrorists that want to cause maximum damage in order to get some more climate change funding or whatever. They attack the climate in order to save the climate. See how that works? Trump was right again. The arsonist was just arrested. Oh yeah, baby. Arsonist was arrested who set the damn fires. Breaking update, Palisades fire arsonist named Jonathan Rinderknecht. What do we know about Jonathan Rinderknecht? 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderknecht. Criminal complaint charging him with maliciously starting what became the Palisades fire in January. He's been charged here by the acting U.S. Attorney Bill Alisai, the Central District of California. The complaint alleges that Rinderknecht started a fire in Pacific Palisades on New Year's Day, a blaze that eventually turned into one of the most destructive fires in Los Angeles history, causing death and widespread destruction. Among the evidence that was collected out of his digital devices, there's an image generated depicting a burning city. While we cannot undo the damage of the destruction that was done, we hope that his arrest and the charges against him will bring some measure of justice. Rinderknecht's initial appearance is scheduled today at 1:30 in the District of Orlando. He is presumed innocent until proven guilty. So this is the photo of him. He is, by the way, a massive left-winger. And here you can see some of the images. According to his Facebook page, he's a big-time Democrat and somebody who, is very leftist in his worldview and hates President Trump. Like, really hates Donald Trump. Loves the left and attacks President Trump as a racist and loves Kamala Harris. Interesting. And did he set these fires? You have to ask, did he set the fires for political purposes? Here's just one screenshot of his Facebook. Climate change will force new American migration, showing a massive fire. Okay. Well, if you're reading articles like that, and Donald Trump's taking office, then maybe you just set a bunch of fires in order to cause mass migration. and a crisis. DOJ ID suspect that they've arrested for maliciously starting the fire. He says 25-year-old Rinderknecht started a smaller fire in the Palisades on New Year's Day, but it wasn't put out correctly, smoldered, reignited major windstorm, becoming the destructive Palisades fire. Federal investigators say the man responsible for the catastrophe asked ChatGPT to create a dystopian image that shows a forest burning and people running from it. Wow. Feds say that he maliciously started the fire. We said this, we said this at the time. You can go back and find it. We were talking about it on our live, and we were talking about it in various videos that we made, that these fires didn't seem natural at all. And there were multiple cases where homeless people, California had fallen into such a state of degeneracy. There's homeless fires, dumpster fires, bum fires, trash can fires all over LA. And they set these giant palm trees ablaze. And once it's up, man, it's gone. Right? So here, ladies and gentlemen, federal investigators say this image shows a bright light in the upper left and is believed to be the fire that was first spotted. Feds say that Jonathan Rinderknecht is charged with arson for starting this fire, later rekindled. Do you remember those creepy videos where suddenly all these fires just pop, 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 started out of nowhere? All the time. In every one of these massive fire situations, you can see it happening. There's once a space, satellite shot of Canada during their big forest fires, and you see all the fires starting at the exact same time. That is actually impossible. That is statistically not possible. But that's what happened. Massive development. Arson suspect. We said it before, and we'll say it again. None of this seemed natural. None of this seemed like it was happening. This is allegedly the spot where he started the fire. And here he is Google searching or using AI to create scenes of the forest fire. And then he's sharing articles about how if you burn everything down, it'll force migration. Donald Trump was just elected president. And then he burns everything down. Feds have charged this man for a catastrophic Palisades fire. Investigators say that he maliciously lit what is called the Lockman fire shortly after January 1st near Skull Rock Trail in the Pacific Palisades. A multi-agency investigation determined the initial fire was extinguished, but unbeknownst to anyone, it smoldered underground in the roots and rekindled and started a separate Palisades fire. And the investigation ruled out fireworks, lightning, cigarettes, and the other origins. So they have this guy. Goodness gracious. Okay. Well, it sounds like climate change again.
Same. So we have to rebuild
climate change again.
With science. We have to build with climate reality in mind. And this is the reality, the new reality of extremes. Extreme heat, extreme drought. You have droughts and rain bombs. You have flooding at the same time you're dealing with droughts, all happening concurrently. There's a new reality, the world we're living in. And if you're not believing science, you have to believe your own eyes, your own lived experience. We have to wake up to this reality. We cannot be in denial about what's going on with Mother Nature.
I'm proud of the professionalism and dedication shown by our detectives and the team who work collaboratively with our federal, state, and local partners. That teamwork ultimately led to the arrest of the suspect responsible for this devastating crime.
We've arrested climate change. Gavin Newsom lectures California fire victims to wake up to climate change. And then the arsonist who set all the fires is arrested. It's a left-wing terrorist. Left-wing terrorists set the fires. DOJ just announced the arrest of the arsonist. Here's Bernie Sanders in January blaming it on climate change. Left-wing terrorism caused the Palisades fire. Yep. How about we jump on over to the district attorney who announced these charges and let him explain. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. But you hate to be right so damn much, but we are a lot on this channel. Always trust your instincts. Here you go.
about motive? You do have something from
Yeah.
on the phone that you shared. Any indication of what may
We're not going to get into motive right now because we're going to have to prove this case in court in front of a jury, and we don't want to get into that right now. We are laying out the information we have in the complaint. The evidence is based on, you could see some of the key evidence, including the fact that he was the only person in this location at the time this fire ignited. We have no other indication that any other person was there. There were no fireworks at the time. We have several cameras in the vicinity that are there designed to detect fires, and this fire was detected almost right away by those sensors. So there's no indication of fireworks or other things that would have started this. He was the only person there. You heard about this music video and song he would listen to, which had imagery of fires. And then do we have the image up? Are we having trouble with that? And you could see some of his thought process in the months leading up, where he was generating some really concerning images up on ChatGPT, which appears to show a dystopian city being burnt down. So more evidence will come out at trial, but we're not going to preview the entire case at this time.